neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Say, who are the people in your neighborhood?
Horny Terry!
The people that you meet each day. Oh, hi there, little fella.
Oh.
Hey, listen, you know who you could
Carol
be if I gave
across
you
the street.
This little hat and a bag
Crazy
to carry
Chrissy.
over your shoulder?
Crazy Chrissy.
Be a laundryman.
No, not a laundry
Princess.
man.
Santa Claus.
No,
Lucy.
No, not
What's
Santa Claus.
wrong with Santa Claus?
There's nothing wrong with Santa
Easy.
Claus, but you like
Easy,
Christmas. I
yes,
love Christmas,
easy.
but you could be the postman.
A postman.
Chris next door.
Oh, the postman always brings the mail.
The old lady next door.
Graham's next door.
Am
I missing anybody?
The whole day through.
I think we got
I
everybody.
think we got just
Oh.
about...
Cooper.
Oh, Hat Girl.
Person in your neighborhood.
Cooper.
In your neighborhood.
Fat
In your
Janet.
neighborhood. A postman is a person
Oh,
in
that's
your
terrible.
neighborhood.
Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Kramer. I'm Joey Kramer,
And I'm Jennifer Coffee.
and this is Coffee.
No, there's
Coffee
no
and
fire
Kramer.
alarm, but you know who you could be if I gave you this little shiny red hat?
Yeah, Santa Claus.
No, not Santa
Oh my God, I
Claus.
love this song.
No, not
That song is fantastic. These are the people in your neighborhood from Sesame Street. That's almost as good as, where's the other song here? As this, which I played this on decades. Oh, wrong song. I
Well,
played
here
this.
I am in my tubby again, and my tubby's all filled
This was
with
actually
water
a
and
top
nice
40
fluffy
hit
duds.
in
And I've got
1970,
my
hit number
soap and
16.
washcloth
That's
to wash
ridiculous.
myself.
And was up for a
And I've
Grammy.
got my nifty scrub
Does anybody
brush
know
to
what
help
song
me
this
scrub
is?
my
Wait.
back. And you know what that is?
Here we go.
It's a very special friend of mine, my very favorite little pal.
Oh, this is even better. This is even better.
Why are we talking about Sesame Street?
Rubber Ducky, you're the one. You make that time oh so fun. Rubber Ducky.
I'm awfully fond.
You don't remember this?
Of course I do.
Oh my God, Rubber Ducky by Ernie. I always thought Bert and Ernie had a special relationship.
I think they did.
I think they did. They were way before their time.
They were.
Definitely were. So anyway, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Kramer. We're going to talk about Bert and Ernie this time.
Are we?
If you've noticed, our podcast is appearing on many different days during the week because our schedule is becoming very hectic.
It is.
So sometimes it's on Friday, sometimes it's on Sunday, sometimes it's on Monday. It all depends. Like
We're trying.
we did one last week, which came up on Sunday. This one is appearing on a Monday
Yeah.
because with basketball starting and basketball
And
practice
Christmas
starting,
and
believe it or not, they let me coach basketball for a high school team.
they do.
I'm around cranky teenage girls all week.
Oh, it just makes you crankier.
And then I come home and I'm with, what is it? What do I call it? Menstrual, and menopause in my house.
I'm not in menopause yet.
Menstrual, and menopause. I tell everybody, I got the 3 M's at my house.
Whatever.
Tony is, I hate this place. I'm moving out. Clink, and the door closes. Sammy's, nobody loves me. I'll just leave. Clink.
Go
And
ahead.
then-
I'm waiting.
And then my beautiful wife is, oh my God, I'm hot. Oh wait, I'm freezing. Oh, I'm hot. Oh my God, I'm dizzy. Oh God.
That's not what I do.
This is my neighborhood right here. Mm-hmm. We're gonna start playing that song. That's gonna become a segment now. We're gonna play the neighborhood song, and we're gonna call one of them on the phone.
You better prepare it
Think I
beforehand.
call Lucy.
I don't know.
I'll call Lucy. What do you think? She'll think she won a contest.
Did you get her? How do you have her number?
Oh, I could get her number. That's easy. Think the
Okay.
first person we have to call is Horny Terry.
You think?
Yes.
Well, you just have to plan it appropriately because
Yeah.
she's just as busy as we are.
I know. Do they have a special day?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, it is, what is it, 19 days till Christmas, 20 days till Christmas?
Something like that.
It is December 5th and Monday, December 5th, and that means that we are completely done with our Christmas shopping.
We are.
Not 100%. We're 98%.
8.
The
We
kids
are.
are done. I'm done for Coffee over here, who has totally ruined one of her presents already. I think I'm done.
Kramer's done.
Yeah, well, she's spoiled.
I'm spoiled.
She didn't grow up with Christmas, and somehow she gets the most out of anybody. She grew up celebrating Hanukkah.
And I'm fine with one gift. You're the one that
Please.
overdoes
This is the
it.
girl that when she was, 16, I think, 17, she stayed over my house for the first time.
I was excited.
On Christmas, and it was snowing that morning.
I was
She
excited.
jumped on, I think
I
you
didn't
jumped
get
on,
that excitement.
Oh my God, it's Christmas.
I didn't get that excitement.
But that
when I was
wasn't the
little.
worst part because I didn't know anything about what my parents were getting her. I knew they were going to get her something. Here we go out there and we start opening the presents, and this one's for Jennifer. This one's for Jennifer.
Well, just
This
like your
one-
sister was
it
always.
it cut into my Christmas
They
haul.
didn't spend that much.
They cut into my
I
Christmas
just
haul.
like things that are less expensive usually.
They cut into my Christmas haul.
You'll survive.
My Christmas haul
survived.
went down. But what if you would have disappeared the following year? I would have wanted all those presents back.
Okay. You want the sweater back and the slippers and
And the ring was a Christmas. Well, the ring wasn't a Christmas present. So technically,
Oh, wait, you're
if
now you're gonna say it
if you
is.
leave me, I get the diamond
Okay,
ring
yeah.
back.
It was
It's
given to me on Christmas
If you
Eve.
get divorced, or if the wife who usually ends up cheating on the guy, I think definitely you should give the ring back to the guy. You shouldn't be able to cheat on the guy, get a divorce, and keep the diamond.
Whatever.
Right?
I whatever.
That thing's not even being buried with you. I'm taking it
Okay.
right off your finger. It's coming.
You do that
I'm
because
gonna
why put it
sell
in the ground? That's
why
silly.
put it in the ground? I know that's silly.
Or
I didn't-
burn it. That's silly.
Do you want to be burnt? Or put
No,
it in the ground?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really haven't given it a thought.
And I was going to talk about this, but speaking of death,
Here we go.
the new thing is being cremated. Now we all know they put it in necklaces. You could wear it, trees. You could actually put it in and grow a tree in your backyard with the ashes in the soil. People put it in their gardens.
Mm-hmm.
All kind of things. The traditional of throwing it in the ocean or going to their favorite place and
Scatter it
dumping
on a
it.
baseball
This
field.
is better because now they're
This
offering
is disgusting.
this. I think this is better. Now they're offering having your ashes put into an hourglass, and if for some reason an egg timer that counts down the minute. So, like if you have family game night, and I was dead,
So morbid.
you could get if we have grandchildren by then, you could say, "Come on,
Grandpa's gonna play with us.
Grandpa's gonna play with us." Well, Grandpa, here it's right in the egg timer here. Just turn it upside down. There he goes. Wouldn't that be cool? And they have it so that when the ashes get to the bottom and run out, you see a picture of the person.
Ugh.
Isn't that cool?
No.
I think that's cool.
No.
See, you don't want anything that's going to remember me by.
No. I don't want people to have
She once
that.
told me that six months.
It's how long it takes to get over
6
you.
months it would take to get over you, and then I would move on.
Yep.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's what we
exactly something exactly I want to hear.
Well, you want me to mourn you for the rest of my
I
life?
would haunt you, no, but I don't want you to be happy.
Thanks. That's kind of you.
If I'm dead,
I would want you to move on after 6 months.
I would never imagine after we've been together for 34 years, we've been married for 27. I can imagine that if something happened, just a year or two later, picking it up, going out with another girl, and getting married. Because you feel like when you get married again, to me, it feels like you forgot your first wife.
I didn't say you have to get married, but I want you to go have fun.
Oh, so I could go have some one night stands.
Yeah.
Have a
Have a
bunch of one.
blast.
I don't think anybody would want to have a one night stand with me because
You don't think?
it would. You know what she told me? You know what this woman told me? I said to her, I said,
I
well,
thought we were talking about our Christmas
we
gifts
are,
that we
but
screwed up.
I'm just saying. She told me, I said, what if I was a one night stand with you? I said, would you leave me your number?
No, I'd give you the wrong number.
She told me she'd leave me a number, but it would be the wrong number, so I couldn't get in touch with her.
Yeah, you get a little clingy. I can't imagine a one night stand you wouldn't get clingy.
I'm not clingy.
You get a little bit clingy.
No, I love her, and she tells me, can I love you a little less?
Yeah, well, yeah, sometimes overdo it a little.
We had a lot of fun this weekend. I got to rub the breasts and everything. The
We
turkey
had a
breasts. We had a
turkey.
turkey, and it tells you to rub the breasts with butter.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
I did enjoy that.
He put his gloves on and everything.
I put my gloves on and everything because I don't like touching raw
No.
meat. Ugh.
No, gloves went on.
I don't like touching. You put gloves on too.
Because you gave me the gloves.
I know, but touching I don't mind a
That's
steak.
an awful sound.
Ugh, I don't mind a steak, but touching raw chicken just grosses me out.
Well, it was turkey,
and
first
then
of all.
you got to stick your hand up the turkey and everything. I feel like I'm violating it. First I rubbed the breast, then I stuck my hand up there to put the onions inside.
You did.
What happened to the onions? Did they disappear?
No, I threw them away.
Oh, I meant to ask you that because they were gone. I was like, where did the onions go? Did they just
No, I tossed them at the end.
Now I'm having hot flashes over here. She has the heater on. And
No,
the
heater's not on, but I do have a blanket on.
And I have the fan on.
No, I do have the blanket on. It
Because-
is slightly cold back here.
Because I'm going through male menopause, I guess.
They say that 1 in 4 men do
One in
go
four-
through
one
a
in
male
4 men do.
menopause. I read that stat yesterday
But back to what were we talking about, Christmas?
with the gifts.
Oh, yeah. To all these people who are nuts enough to go into a store, I can't imagine that. Going to a store, okay, first of all, you got to drive there, which is always an adventure because I want to like road rage everybody out there.
Oh, yeah. And people are crazy on the road right now.
You're sitting at a light, okay? When the light turns green,
Go.
that means go. It doesn't mean sit there, adjust yourself, and then decide to go. And, I'm not going to say it's all women because men do it too, but talking on FaceTime while you're on the phone drives me insane.
Understandable.
They have their phone out and they're on FaceTime sitting at a green light.
Correct.
And they don't know. I can't stand driving. If I never had to drive again,
Yeah. If you were wealthy, you'd have a driver.
I got distracted. I saw some dust.
I know.
Anyway, if I can't. But going to a store, sitting in line with people in these crowded places.
And the shelves are half empty.
Shelves
you
are
can't find what you want.
So you never go a place looking for a particular thing and then you can
It's
find
there.
it. But and I had nothing to do with COVID. I don't like being around people way before COVID. Had nothing to do with
COVID
it.
was a good excuse for you not to have to be around people.
it was fantastic. But and we have this little game now. We are at anybody we see who's wearing a mask. People used to do the punch bug. Every time you see a Volkswagen punch bug. Now every time we see somebody walking around with the diaper on their face, we punch each other.
We do.
We do. It is fun. We, people who are wearing masks should be harassed like they were harassing people who didn't want to wear a mask before. If you went out somewhere without a mask, you used to get evil looks. I remember when they dropped the mask mandate and we went to Lowe's
Yeah.
that day. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. And we were the only ones in the store without a mask
We
on.
were the first ones in there. I mean, I was proud. I didn't go anywhere because
You got such evil looks.
I refused to put masks on, so I just stayed away from the places. I understand a doctor's office, whatever, but nothing annoyed me more is you go to a restaurant and
You have to walk across.
you walk in the restaurant with a mask on, you walk 20 feet to your table, sit down, and then take the mask off.
It was ridiculous.
Like, COVID's not going to bother you once you're at your table, only when you walk in the restaurant.
Correct.
But we went to
We
Lowe's.
did go to one restaurant during that time period where we had to take our mask off. We went to Rustic Kitchen. Remember, and we were like, the tables were all like 20 feet apart. There was hardly any tables
that
in
was
there.
ridiculous, too.
And we had to wear our masks in to sit down and then our masks to walk out. And
It was ridiculous.
it was ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to Lowe's that day, I remember, and I took my mask off and I walked in there.
Proudly.
And people were looking at us like, but then I said, they dropped the mask mandate. And all of a sudden, mostly guys would start tearing their mask off. I got dust over here too. I hated the mask.
Now, anybody that wears a mask, you assume that they are recovering from COVID.
Well, yeah,
Most of them.
that's my assumption. And I think that's a bunch of horse malarkey too.
Yeah.
5 days and then wear a mask for 5 days and then everything is good. I mean,
That's the assumption
we're
right there at
finding
this
out
point.
we're finding out all this stuff now that back
It's
then
cold.
we all said. I mean, I know it's severe.
People died. It's a severe cold.
It's
If
severe.
you're not in good health, it could kill you. We
You
get
know,
that.
it's severe for people, but I think
For most people nowadays,
closing
it's a cold.
schools down. That quack in California once. Oh, we might have to bring the mask mandate back. Like, really?
Oh, I'm not
I will
working
never
with the mask on
ever
again.
wear a mask again unless I have to go to the doctors. I have to go to the hospital in March, and they probably make me wear a mask. Even though I'm having facial surgery, I'll have to sit there with a mask on until my doctor walks in and says, "What are you wearing a mask
Get that
for?"
off your face.
But I don't get it. If you're that scared, I hate to tell you that.
Well, the issue is they're not even N95 masks
No.
or anything. They're just, paper.
No, people used to walk around with the bandanas around, or those stupid gaiters. Oh my God, I hated them. Anyway, back to Christmas.
We got on a
We got
sidetrack.
to attach it. Back to Christmas. We made a pledge a few years back before COVID. We would never go to a store again during Christmas.
Yes.
And we stuck to that.
Well, we do shop some small stores in our area.
You do.
Yeah, I do, because I do support small businesses in the area.
And you know what? As long as those small businesses are on Amazon, I have no problem. Well, no, if they have a website. That's what I'm saying. As long as they have a
they have a website.
If they have a website that I do not like going into places and have to look for what I want.
Like small custom jewelry stores or small custom bakeries, or there are some small local businesses.
Now
that we do shop at Etsy. We shop with some of the people on Etsy. We've bought a couple of things here and there. So we have done a couple. I believe local businesses should be supported.
Back before we were married, about the Christmas before we got married, we decided to order all of our stuff online. And people were like, "Oh, I can't believe you're doing this." And we went to I think because there was one baby in the house at that, not our baby, but there was one, there was I think Chris was.
Yeah.
So
and Alex, I think. Chris
and Alex, I think both of them. So they were the kids, and they got a lot of presents, and they got a lot of toys and stuff. So we just went on the KB Toy website,
and we ordered everything,
and we ordered all their stuff,
and we got it pre-wrapped.
And then when it got here, we couldn't tell what was what.
We had to reopen all the presents and find out whose was whose.
But we had to. We were like, people were looking at us like we're crazy, and now
a lot of people do it.
I know the Amazon drivers by name from how much they come to our house. We needed. I think about a month or two ago, we were looking for these little VO5 hair treatments that you put in hot water.
Yes, we couldn't find them anywhere.
I ordered them online. They were here the next day. There's nothing I need today unless I'm bleeding and I need a Band-Aid. Then I'll go to the store.
Same thing with toothpaste. We're having a hard time finding our brands of toothpaste.
So
we ordered that online. A lot cheaper.
The only places I really go are the grocery store because I don't want people picking out food for me, and the pharmacy.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's about. But Christmas is taken care of, except for one or two things we have to get.
Although we had some mishaps with our Christmas gifts this year.
Moron over here.
Well, we have a hard time with deciphering whose is whose.
Okay. Now, we usually either comes in my name, her name. Of course, our daughters order stuff, their name. And one of the accounts I ordered stuff on is on her name, but it came in the mail. And I specifically said to her, we weren't sure what it was. And she said it was hers. And I said, I don't know. And I said, well, let Sammy open it when she gets. I knew it wasn't for one of the kids.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs. She comes back. This is mine. And she throws it onto the thing. Well, I got her a new iWatch.
But okay.
And she opened it. Well, okay.
Okay. Sometimes things happen for a reason.
I don't think that was a reason.
We opened the iWatch and there was no watch inside of it. So we had no watch inside.
Just the middle part, like the actual face.
The actual watch. The watch was not in the box.
The actual face
and we only
missing.
had 30 days to return it.
They were good though.
And if we didn't return it before the 30 days, which wouldn't have been before 30 days by the time Christmas came when you got it.
It reminds me.
We never would have been able to get a return. No, you have to send it they said when to get the new one.
And our return was easy. We got on the phone.
It was through HSN and they were very good with us.
And I asked them, I said, do you do marriage counseling?
And we were ready to kill each other at that moment.
She said, no, I don't do it. And I explained everything that we were probably going to get divorced over this. And they just sent us out a new watch. And we didn't have to send, we could probably keep both if we wanted to.
HSN customer support was fantastic.
They were.
I will give them 100% credit for that.
The other customer support that's always really good.
But it was sealed. It was a complete sealed package.
No idea. That's because the little sweatshops in China, probably somebody's going to get killed for this.
Yeah. It was a complete sealed package.
The person making $2 an hour probably forgot to put the watch in, and now it's going to get back there, and you're going to be responsible for the death of somebody.
Well, not me. I didn't order it. You did.
But HSN was good. Amazon's customer service to me is truly amazing because you go on and you get something didn't come, or if it was damaged, you simply go to your order and you say return or damage, and it says, would you like us to call you?
Yeah.
And all you do is hit yes. And literally within 30 seconds, the phone is ringing and there's a customer service agent.
You think this time of the year they're just as quick?
I've done it this time of year.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, there is never, ever, 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 ever a wait time at Amazon when you call.
Now, mind you, he felt the need to get even with me. And the next box that came, he opened. And it was his present.
She goes on. Now, I have an Amazon account that we use all the time. However, because I do most of the ordering.
He knew it wasn't his.
However, when we order stuff, okay, it comes it goes to my email and says the Amazon order. Also, when I was going on to check to see if our orders were coming, my orders for her, I open up your orders and there's the orders she did, because usually she does it on my daughter's account.
Which is what I did.
For some reason this year she decided not to do it that way.
Well, no, that was the Cyber Monday deals, and I wanted to get them, and she wasn't home to do them with.
I am totally thrilled with the Transformers pack of all the movies on 4K. The Fly, I wanted all the Fly collection.
We're not announcing your presents. That's even worse.
And my new sneakers, because I take a
and you can just continue.
We told about your iWatch.
Oh my goodness! Now you gave away 3 presents.
Well, they don't total the $700 that I spent on the iWatch.
Whatever.
Do they? Now, sure, she also has another $700 in presents down our basement. So.
Oh, stop! Stop.
Am I wrong?
Just stop.
She's spoiled every year.
But the issue is I don't buy anything for myself
That's the
all
reason.
year long.
She doesn't buy anything for herself all year.
You get packages every single week.
That is not true.
I think it is.
There were times that I go a month or so.
You tell me that
package.
you pre-ordered it.
Everything in this luxurious
yes,
digital studio that I record.
Online.
That you know how many years I was trying to remember I'd be back here buying stuff, trying to put a studio together.
Yes.
And I could never get a microphone to work. I finally figured it all out. Man, when I figured it out, I went to town.
Yeah, obviously. So,
and I didn't just buy, I bought one set of speakers. I'm thinking, I need a different. So I upgraded to another. My Rodecaster console, I bought one, and then they came out with a new one. And the old one's still in there. I probably should sell the old one.
We have to take it to Ron and
that's
Gina
right.
first.
I have to take it to Gina. I keep on forgetting that.
And see if that works. You have to call Ron and Gina.
I keep George. No. Mark. No.
No, it's Ron, isn't it?
No, it's not Ron.
Is it Rob?
No, it's Gina and Mark.
Oh, Gina and Mark?
Now you got me thinking I got the wrong names.
I know it's Gina. That I know I'm right.
Let me see. Now I'm going to have to look because... Let me look. No, it's Bob.
See, I was right, Rob.
No,
Bob.
you said Rob. Rob and Bob are not
It's the same name. It's just a different nickname.
No, Robert and Bobbert. They're two different names.
No, it's not Bobbert.
It's Robert and Bobbert.
It's not Robert and Bobbert.
Oh, dear. So anyway, now we just wait for Christmas.
We do.
Which is tough for me because I keep putting more lights up. And I have 1,900 lights downstairs still.
And I have to wrap all the presents still.
Well, no, I have to wrap presents.
No, you will con the kids into wrapping your presents.
Okay, now Tony's home this year, so I could probably do that.
Oh.
Sammy cannot. What?
She's going for a week to Harrisburg.
I understand that.
And she's going to Florida.
I don't mind.
I don't know about that.
I don't mind wrapping presents. The problem is Sammy's been helping me. The problem is
Sammy's
since
not a very
Sammy's
good
been
rapper.
6 years old, she can not about being a good rapper. She can't keep a secret.
She's also not a very good rapper.
She's 25 years old. Didn't she just recently give away a birthday present or something?
She has a really hard time keeping secrets.
And when she sees something, she goes, oh, and she runs out of the room.
She said to me yesterday, she goes, haven't we determined that I'm not the person to share secrets with? She does. She has a really hard time.
She tells stuff.
And Tony
all
can lie
the
to your
time.
face. Tony can lie to your face and keep a straight face. And
It started when
you would never
Sammy was
know.
like 6 or 7 or 8. And I'd show her want to see mommy's presents? Okay. And I'd show them to her. And then next time she would say, God, Koffee here would say, God, these slippers are horrible. I've got to get a new pair. That's okay, Mom. Dad got you one for Christmas. Oops. And then she'd run. I'd sit there like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, she was good at that.
Oh, my God, that child.
She was good at that.
And going on with Christmas, the whole big thing with Santa Claus now is these weirdo Gen Zs are now saying that children shouldn't be experiencing Santa Claus because they shouldn't be being put on a nice or naughty list. It shouldn't be based on whether you're good or not.
That's ridiculous.
200 years. If you're a brat, you don't deserve presents.
I agree.
And it works like a
If
charm.
you are naughty, you are naughty.
Nothing works better for most of the year. Even in June, you could say to a child, if you don't settle down, Santa's not bringing you anything. They shut up in 2 seconds.
They do.
In our house, it was, if you don't shut up, I'm throwing you in the closet.
You're right.
And that worked also.
And thankfully, we never did that elf on the shelf thing.
Oh, they have Chucky now Chucky on the chair.
They also have
Saw one person that said
Snoop on a stoop.
one person. The other one was poop on the stoop too.
No, it's Snoop on a stoop.
Well, they have Chucky on a chair. They said, you know what? Instead of Elf on the Shelf this year, I'm doing Chucky on a chair. Man, these kids are going to be good.
There's also a Hanukkah one too, but I don't know what it's called.
I have no Mishka or something. Was
Something,
that
yeah,
like that?
yeah. There's a Hanukkah one too.
Anyway, real quick before we end, now we talked about some of this stuff on decades, but if you didn't hear, this past Saturday was the anniversary of the first text message being sent. Neil Papworth, a 22-year-old test engineer from a company called Sema Group, sent the first text to a mobile phone on December 3rd, 1992 to Richard Jarvis saying,
We would have
Merry
never
Christmas.
We would have never been married.
Why?
We would have never been married.
We would have fell asleep at night together. I would have
Oh,
FaceTimed you and
no.
said, honey, it's time to go to sleep. And we would have
No.
stayed there on FaceTime all night.
I would no, I never
I
would
would have been texting
no,
you.
I know, 24/7.
Do you love me?
Every 5 minutes. You would have. We never would have gotten married.
Why? Because again, I love her too much.
You do. You overdo it a little. You push the boundaries
So you
a little
want
bit.
me? You want me to love you less?
It's not that I want you to love
You
me
want
less.
me to love you less?
I need you to
love me
think
less.
about what
No,
you do.
Love me less. Go ahead, say it. You want me to love you less?
oh, maybe a little.
Who says that to their husband? Could you please love me less?
You're overwhelming sometime.
You know what? I'm sorry that I love you, and I'll try.
I'm so glad we didn't have FaceTime, text, Snap. There's a new one out
You know
there
what?
now.
I'm sure there would have been. I'm sure there would have been a girl who would have loved the attention I gave.
I'm sure there would have been. And again, we wouldn't have been married. We can go back to that.
Longer relationships. Try that again. Longer relationships mean less expensive gifts. Marriage may be the perfect recipe for happiness, but not for expensive Christmas gifts. A study found that the longer people are in a relationship, the less likely they are to spend large sums of money on each other.
I think that's changed.
Also, once you have children, romantic presents are replaced by practical ones.
That's true.
Hey, honey, no necklace. I'm getting you a dishwasher this year.
We like to exchange household items.
What?
We like to exchange household items.
Yeah, we need a new dishwasher. Oh, wait. I'll just get it for my birthday. Because this woman refuses to get a new dishwasher. Even though our dishwasher is not working properly, she insists.
It's not that old, and I refuse to buy a new one.
There you go. The car's broken down. Well, we're not buying a new one.
No,
so
we're
going to
fix this one until it's dead.
Thank God we have a new car because I don't know.
Well, I think it's the mice biting through the lines.
That's probably what it is. Mm-hmm. The biggest choking hazards, according to a study, the 10 foods that pose the highest choking hazards for young children are hot dogs, peanuts, carrots, boned chicken, candy, meat, popcorn, fish with bones, sunflower seeds, and apples.
Our daughter choked on a potato chip when she was
Isn't that perfect for Sammy?
a potato chip. Oh my God.
That is absolutely
We were on vacation and
perfect
she
for Sammy.
choked on a potato chip at lunch.
That
Gave everybody a scare. I never had to worry about hot dogs or anything. I don't know. That was never an issue. I don't even remember like cutting them really tiny or. Did you? I don't.
I don't know. We just got here. Here, have
Here's
a
your
piece
food.
of corn. Eat
yeah,
some corn.
I don't remember. The only thing, like I said, that we ever had an issue with was the potato chip.
Well, this has nothing to do with that. My parents were fighting me on the phone that because they heard me talk about on my other show about artificial Christmas trees. And they said, we used to have a real tree. I said, I never remember. We used to go to Dallas and cut it down when I was like 2 years old.
I was going to say, I never remember.
Like I remember that.
The time I was 15, you always had an artificial
We've
tree.
always
So I don't
had
know.
I have no idea. How do you find out that your significant other cheated on you? And these are some of the ways. Opened up a tablet to play with it and found an open email that I had never seen before. I read the messages between them, and it says, divorce now. We were together for 30 years. I have nothing on my phone.
You could have my phone. You want to look
You
at my
can
phone?
look at my phone anytime you want.
There's nothing on my phone.
The other
that's
person
hidden.
said, I was working as a nurse's aide in the hospital. He showed up at work and I asked why he was there. So he told me that his friend was upstairs in labor with his baby.
Ouch.
Ouch. I told him to be gone from our place by the time I got off work.
Yikes. That's a bad one.
That's great. And the tweet of the week was, I love when my husband says, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I would pass up that opportunity. That's typical. You don't ask a woman to correct me if I'm wrong. because I'm always right.
I think I'm always right. You're the one that's wrong.
Always right. According to a report, Americans' reading proficiency is declining at troubling rates. Less people could read now than could 5 years ago.
I'm not surprised by that.
This is perfect. Okay, this describes us perfect. American couples spend 5.5 days a year deciding what to eat.
That is absolutely true.
The average American couple spends 132 hours a year deciding what to eat, or about 5.5 days.
Well, you know, the issue is I truly don't care most days. Very seldomly is it something that I have to have something. So I don't care. And then you get in that mode and you don't care. And then it's like, okay, then we just won't eat.
There are certain things I won't eat. You know that.
It doesn't.
Like, I'm one of the few people in America that doesn't want pizza 7 days a week.
I can eat pizza every night of the week.
I know you could.
And I like Mexican too. I can eat that every night of the week.
You like chicken. Every night you could have chicken. And all you want is baked and really dry.
No, I just don't like with bones. I'll eat chicken anyway it's made. I just don't like it with bones.
All right, last thing we're gonna do today is play Yuck or Yum with these holiday foods. You ready?
Okay.
Gingerbread cookies or sugar cookies?
Do I want to pick the one that's yum?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Okay, well, gingerbread is yuck.
Which one do you like? Which one is yum?
Yum is sugar cookies.
33%. I guess it's okay. You're right. 67% like sugar cookies. 33% say yuck.
Nobody really likes gingerbread, I don't think. They like to build with it and play with it and that kind of stuff.
Peppermint bark or fruitcake?
I'm not a big fan of either, but I would have to say the peppermint bark is better.
81% chose peppermint bark. I don't know a single person on earth that's ever eaten a fruitcake.
Or likes fruitcake.
Here's eggnog or red velvet cake.
Well, I don't. Again, not a big fan of either one.
I ain't drinking eggnog ever.
But yes, I would. I would be more apt to eat red velvet cake.
I have a feeling
the red in the red velvet cake does not do well with me.
I would say
I won't go into details.
I would say red velvet cake only because, but I think eggnog is going to win this one because you put alcohol in it. But let's see, yeah, 74%.
Like the red velvet cake.
Unless we're doing these wrong, 74% likes apple pie or pumpkin pie.
Okay, so it depends.
I say apple pie.
I like my apple pie soft, almost like applesauce. I don't like hard apples. So if it's soft apples, then I'd say apple pie. If not, I'd say pumpkin pie.
So you like pumpkin pie?
I do like pumpkin, but I would say apple if it's made right.
59% say apple pie.
Yeah, that's what I said. Depends on how it's made.
Finally, cupcakes or brownies.
That's easy. Brownies, chocolate.
And 67% say yes, they like brownies.
We agree with most of the people on there.
So you agree with most of the people that are on there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, because I'm a fussy eater.
Because I wouldn't think that.
I'm a fussy eater, so yeah, that's surprising.
I know, so I wouldn't think that.
Who are the people in your neighborhood?
You like this as our new song?
No.
We're going to use this again.
No.
Oh, hi there, little fella.
Hi there, little fella.
Hey, listen, you know who you...
You don't like this?
I like it if we're going to talk to people in our neighborhood, but not for a regular.
All right. You know, wait a second. I got to bring our wrap-up music here.
Okay.
Is this better? Wait. Is that better?
It's us.
That's us. All right. We'll be back next week. It might be Friday or this week. Later this week. It might be Friday. It might be Sunday. It might be Monday.
It's a long couple of weeks before the holiday.
So enjoy yourself. I'm Joey Kramer.
And I'm Jennifer Koffee.
And remember to listen to Decades with Joey Kramer.
And Jennifer Koffee.
And Jennifer Koffee on the Top 9 at 9 every Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Decades with Joey Kramer.com. Should we say it again? I'm Joey Kramer.
And I'm Jennifer Koffee.
And we are Koffee and Kramer.